Welcome once again to Political Arena, our program where we discuss political happenings in our country, Nigeria, and other parts of the world. I'm John Glover. I'll be your anchor on today's edition as usual. Thank God it's Friday. I want to wish everyone a happy weekend out there. Sorry for that issues that we had earlier in starting the program. But thank God we are back now, and we'll be dishing out what we have today. I can smell the sweet savour from the food that we're going to dish out today. So stay with us as we enjoy the program. Today we shall be taking a look at expectations from Governor Sheriff OBOREVWORI after his Supreme Court victory. We want to see what Deltans are expecting from him. And to discuss this with us, we have Comrade Francis Obule, JP, who has recently been appointed as Senior Special Assistant to the Governor Community Development.
No, okay. Political matters.
Political matters.
Yes.
Okay. He said he's a special assistant,
senior
special assistant to the governor on political matters. You're welcome to our program. Congratulations.
Thank you, my brother, for having me. God bless Delta State. God bless our governor, Right Honorable Sheriff OBOREVWORI.
You know, the last time you were here, you were just a political analyst.
Yes.
And also PDP
Level not change.
All right, congratulations.
By the grace of God.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, also with us here, we have Mr. Jeffrey Iwerebo, who is a political scientist, is representing the youth, the youths in the program today. Comrade Jeffrey is Mr. Jeffrey Iwerebo is a regular face on the program. You're welcome to our show.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning, viewers.
All right, we have a new entrant into the program for today, Mr. Ovomaroma Ejo, who is the director, Salt Lake International School, JU. Is also our community leader. You're welcome to our program.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
We hope to see you regularly in our program.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Good morning, Deltans.
Okay. All right. Very quickly, we want to look at what Deltans are expecting from our governor after his Supreme Court. A lot of people believe that those cases were a form of distraction to him. But first of all, let's hear our reaction to the Supreme Court verdict that upheld the election of Governor Sheriff OBOREVWORI. Starting with Comrade Jeffrey Iwerebo, what's your reaction to the Supreme Court victory? Is it a well-deserved one, or you feel it's well expected?
Yeah, it's for me, in my opinion, it's a well-deserved victory, and just like the vast majority of Deltans, I am very much happy with the outcome of the judgment from the Supreme Court. It goes a long way to show that indeed the voice of the people is the voice of God. We all came out in mass to vote for Governor Sheriff. It was a surprise that people that scored, that won just 4 local governments were challenging somebody that won 21 local government. I wonder what they were thinking, but thank God that the Supreme Court did the right thing by affirming the governorship of Right Honorable Sheriff OBOREVWORI.
Well, it's just a fundamental right to
actually
go to court when you are not satisfied with the outcome. All right, very quickly, let's hear from Mr. Ejo. What's your own reaction to it?
My reaction to it is that I want to say that what the Supreme Court did was just to affirm what the people just speak. Because I believe that normally when it comes to the issue of justice or election matters, it's right for because this is an issue that passed through the INEC, passed through the tribunal, now moved to the appeal court, and now it's the duty of the Supreme Court to just speak the truth. And I believe that what the Supreme Court did was just to say the truth and allow the truth to lie.
All right, thank you very much. Comrade Francis Obule, were you scared? Among those who did all night, I heard that some persons say,
why will I not be scared?
All night.
Why will I not be? See, the road to success is very, very difficult and rough. Okay. The road was very rough, with about 38 cases against the governor. It's not an easy one. So, but thank God that we came out victorious, because at the appeal court, there were a lot of boasting from the 4 local government candidates that the case is in Lagos State, who happen to be an APC state, and that they are going to do justice to that. But thank God they didn't listen to those Bush radio. And when they went to Supreme Court, it was a victory for all debtors, especially Nigerians, because Nigerians were all watching. Though we didn't sleep, every one of us were praying day and night. Some of us have not even received salary before now. So for you to just come and terminate our salary, it's not, we didn't sleep. So we're praying, everybody, we're praying, any church you go, it's all night. You must pray day and night, pray to see that we become victorious, and God did it for us. So once again, I want to congratulate our governor. He's a patient man. He followed the due process. In fact, if you want to serve God, there are processes you pass. This governor passed through the hot process, the hottest process so far. But thank God we came out victorious. That is why we are seeing everybody smiling in Delta State.
That's what I want to talk about. Mr. Ejo, you are a community leader. The reaction, what's the reaction from the people in your community and neighboring communities? Did you see people smiling, people happy when they heard the result, or it was just like, wow, a dark day for the state? What was?
No, normally, if you come to issue like that, some people may be smiling while some may be happy. You understand? Like those that support the view that the government, that the sheriff is the best choice for the state, they are happy. Why the opposition feel that it's not supposed to be sheriff, so be the opposition. But I want to tell you that generally, the general view of the Udu people, the Udu were happy about the verdict of the word of the Supreme Court. Because I will tell you that you have it on news that is all over that there are people celebrating within Udu local government, and I believe that this is the time that the governor should know that Udu people, they are part and parcel of his government. Despite there are some people that voted against, or some that voted.
It's just normal.
So it's a normal thing. So I believe that in my vicinity, there was no crisis. Everybody were happy, and the verdict came out the way it should be.
All right, thank you very much. I think, Comrade Odbule, there's this part of it. Even those people that didn't support Sheriff initially, even in the election, they were also part of the celebration. It means that maybe he has been able to prove to Deltans in the last 7 months that he's going to be governor for all. Because if you see the joy, it cuts across the whole state. I don't know if that's the...
You see, when you say the people who did not support him at the beginning, I don't know the kind of people you are talking about.
No, they're not everybody.
But in politics,
Deltans
yes,
did not vote generally for
yes,
him.
you see,
four local governments didn't win.
Yes,
the celebration also cut across the four
you
local
see, if you look at the title of the governor, Ukodo, that Ukodo, it means pot of, you know that Ukodo that we used to eat now. So if there's nobody that does not eat Ukodo. So when they discover that this man here is better than this one, all of them key to it. So whether you are against or you are in favor, all of us, let us celebrate this man. The Ukodo will reach everybody. And let me tell you, there is no local government that did not celebrate the victory of the governor of that day. As I enter Sabalade, the entrance of government house, you see people dancing. I don't even know them. They carry band. If you see airport, see, let me tell you, when they accept you to be their leader, they say when the righteous is in power, the people will rejoice. Let me put it like that. So Sheriff is a righteous person. He has come into being. He has come to lead the state. Let me tell you, he's the first executive governor to kickstart operation with Julius Berger. Go and check the history. And let me also tell you, Sheriff himself is a son of Julius Berger. He's like a trainee of Julius Berger.
How do you mean?
From the airport of Osubi. You know Julius Berger was the one that built the airport. Thank God when they do the groundbreaking ceremony, the man that was the general manager there came. And Sheriff said the man is now 80 years old. He's here. Just about 27 years ago. The man that built the airport is there. But he's not more in charge of he's no more in charge of Julius Berger, or somebody else is not in charge, but he brought the man to see for himself. So Julius Berger, when they do something for you, you go and sleep.
What's the yardstick of judging a righteousness?
A righteous person, let me tell you, somebody that did anything you want to do, he will do it right. He doesn't look at faces, whether you are against him.
That's excellence.
Yes, he doesn't take hearsay. You know, there's somebody say, this person, just like you said, now somebody do not work with him. And this one, Sheriff don't belong to that. It does not belong to that. Once he know you and he know you, you become his friend. And it's a man that will say yes, and yes is yes.
All right, thank
you
very much.
He's a good man. That is why you see people jubilating all over the state.
I don't know if Jeffrey will share the same view with you, because we saw the reaction, the spontaneous joy cutting across all the local governments in the state.
Yes.
Including the 4 local governments that didn't vote for him initially.
Yes.
But all of them now support
You
him.
observed rightly,
Yes.
and the Bible says that when a man's ways pleases God, even his enemies will be at peace
Exactly.
with him. So, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori, the governor of Delta State, he has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he's a governor for all.
Everybody.
He has continually said that nobody is good enough to even be his enemy.
Yes.
So he's good for all Deltans. We saw that the late Chief Kokori that died recently, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, when he was sick in the hospital, even when the candidate of his own party did not even visit him. I'm not sure if
That's not correct.
okay.
No, but the governor went first.
No, it doesn't matter.
But we saw that
You don't need to judge.
No, but he said
that
now.
so that even when members
Because none of them is
when senior members of his party did not even visit him, the governor of Delta State did visit him. It goes far to show that the man is not, it has passed the level of playing politics. It is now time for governance, and Deltas are very much appreciative of that fact. He's not the type of person to victimize people because they did not vote for him, or because maybe he perceived them to be from another political angle. So I feel the reaction we saw is because of the fact that Governor Sheriff has actually done well in the last 7 months.
So they're not impressed with him.
They're not impressed with him. Even and people that before now were not in support of him, they have now had a change
Opportunity, yes.
Okay, I will like Mr. Ejo to just comment.
Yes.
It's one of the local government areas that the governor didn't win.
No, I want to bring out something.
Okay.
I just want us to look at something. Don't mean that because of Sheriff do not win Udu local government, Udu people do not vote for him.
Yeah, they voted, but
like people who do local
against
government,
him.
they are APC, they are PDP, they are other parties that are there.
course.
And I believe that it's not only PDP that voted for Sheriff in Udu local government.
Of course.
How they precisely, when he was campaigning, he was in my community. And I believe that he grew up in my community, which is Ujewu precisely.
Okay.
And he did visit there, and he will have his younger brother cousin as extended. Then Unujewu. But we say that his four local government not vote.
They didn't win.
We're talking about the majority now.
Not winning does not mean that they didn't vote. We voted.
But
just that
right now,
choice.
you people rejoiced. You said.
Yes, everybody
So why
rejoiced.
did you people decide to?
Now people reject because they know that what is look at.
You are not convinced that this man.
So the winner get it all.
And you are not convinced that this man
Get it
will
all.
do well.
Just that either you are PP, you are APC, you are anybody, you vote or you are anything. You should not. One thing is stay that the leader, Sheriff, is the governor of the state.
Yes.
You cannot remove that from him. And sometimes is the governor of the people.
Yeah.
You cannot remove that from him. And then it should be a father to everybody. So, I
So
believe that,
which means if you have a second chance to vote, you will vote massively.
yeah, if, look at one thing that we
What
have to
you're
go for is that it's like what my brother just said, that it's a righteous man. So when the righteous is in power,
Everybody
people
will
rejoice.
because like the people, like the Udu people, they feel neglected most times. But just that we want the governor to see our pain. Because we don't have road, we don't have light. Majority of the community within the local government don't have light. Some don't have road, like my community precisely. Part of it don't have light. Why? Because we are looking for the person that is coming as the governor to come and see to our cry. And I believe that Sheriff, for what I've seen, for what I'm hearing from people and what I'm saying, I believe that he should live to that spirit. And we are waiting to do that, if I tell you do that for us.
Okay, I think he will do that because I remember when he just on assumption of office, he visited the place and in Warri, a street in Warri, and they were complaining about light. Immediately he solved it.
He ordered the
He
transformer.
ordered the transformer, and within
Marine Gate.
in less than 24 hours the transformer came in.
We
So
have
if
been
people
there
can
for
just
almost a
write,
year now.
yes,
We have
yes.
been that almost a year.
If people should just write and
We've written and we are still calling him, but this we're still calling that issue.
okay, we attend to that.
We are crying.
I know him. He has been a grassroots leader who has
Yes.
been very responsive to things like that. All right, let's move on. Let's see. What is our advice? First of all, do you people see these cases as unnecessary distractions to governance? Some of these cases, because in the history of Nigeria, it's only Goodluck Jonathan, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, that have accepted the election of his defeat, quickly congratulated the winner and said, congratulations, I'm not going to court and all that. But we're yet to see some others. Maybe there are some that I didn't know of. But so far, must we go to court and cause distraction to government? Let's hear from Jeffrey.
Okay, for me, it is your right to go to court when you feel like there is a malpractice in the election, when you are not satisfied with the conduct of the election. But there's also what they call the onus of proof. If you allege something, you must be able to prove what you have alleged. And one from, let's take Delta State for instance, from when the litigation got to Election Petition Tribunal, the case was dismissed for lack of merit. It got to the appeal court, it was dismissed for lack of merit. It got to the Supreme Court, it did not even take them up to 5 minutes before deciding that all of the judgments of the lower court should stand. It therefore tells you that when you are going to court, you should go to court with things that are sensible, things that you should be able to prove, not going to court to waste precious judicious time, which I feel the APC did in the last.
It's not the APC that went to court.
Yes, Pella and the rest of them, Labour Party, yes, those that went to court, even including the SDP, they all went to court to waste time. The allegations they took to court, in my own opinion, they were malicious. They were not really substantial issues that should have been taken to court. I just feel like they just wanted to exercise their right as citizens of the country to at least approach the court, because we all believe that the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. So that's
all right, Comrade Opule, who's to blame? Is it the lawyers? Because most of the times the lawyers give you false hope and say, this case will win it up, we'll wrap it up, or like that, and you go to court. At the end of the day, you go through the process, they collect their appearance fee and all that, and the case is struck out for lack of merit, and say, don't worry, we'll go to the other court, we'll get justice, and at the end of the day, you just waste precious time. And is it the lawyers that is to blame, or the candidates themselves?
I think I will blame the both.
Okay.
Because the candidate, if he did not have the will or the mind of going to court, nobody will force him. The lawyers are there, they are looking for their daily bread to eat. So I told one lawyer one day, I said, if I did not have any problem with anybody, would you have the opportunity to go to court or to file anything against anybody?
You buy land, they'll make deed for you.
So if I, for example, if I buy land and I want to use my own personal agreement, normal written agreement, you don't have any job to do. But sometimes these lawyers, like you said, they will come and tell you, from this area, in fact, they will pronounce the judgment before the judge. They are going to win the case. Let's go to court. Let's go to court. They will push you. When they push you, you will be the one giving them money for appearance, paying their fees and all that. So we should try and abolish that thing from our system. Let us always accept the right thing and allow the person to go, because today can be your turn, tomorrow can be another person's turn. Don't forget, I remember some time ago when Ibori said something. So when I contested for House of Rep, he said I lose. The people, my followers, said we should go to court. We should go to court, and they went to court. On the court process, he said every court day he will be the one that will pay the bill. Even these same people, he will transport them to the court and everything. When he get to Lagos one day, he sat down and said, "Am I not wasting my time and my resources?" He abandoned the case. But after some years, he became the governor of Delta State without going to court. So the people that are taking people to court, they should check their files, they should check their records. You cannot expect somebody like, for example, the Labour Party candidate now, you also go to court. On what ground? Where in my own unit, nobody knows. He didn't even come to my village to campaign. He did not come to my ward to campaign, and you expect that person to win. On what ground? Is it? Name all the aspirants. Which one came to my village? Yes, all the candidates, apart from Sheriff. Sheriff came to my ward 11. We received him. I did not see any other person. I did not see Labour Party. I did not see SDP. I think it's only the APC that came. So, but Sheriff moved from ward to ward. This is not local government, ward to ward. And you are telling me that the man that went round to show himself, to showcase a profile and the more agenda to the people, he said he didn't win. Is it you that have one local government? Is it you that have 4 local government that won the election? So we should try and accept every victory in any time. Look what Jonathan did now. Jonathan did it for people to know the mess of Buhari. Do you know that when we have a meeting with OBASEDJE, he said it. He said, thank God that Jonathan paved way for Buhari. If not, if Buhari died with that name he has, they will have said, hey, now Buhari dey power now. Nigeria will be a better place for us. Today, Buhari ruled for 8 years. Dollar was almost 800 naira. Tinubu enter. Dollar, as at this morning, dollar is 1,400 naira. Where are we going from here? So let us always give a peace a chance. Right. If you win election, congratulate your fellow contestant. Let him go. Than for you to go to court and start spending money, allowing lawyers to eat your money, deceive you and all that.
All right, thank you very much. I'd like Mr. Eje to just react to all this.
I will not want to agree that the lawyers are just there deceiving or distracting.
Okay.
Even Sheriff, you have lawyers.
Yes.
That
why will you not have lawyers?
No, I'm coming.
No, just let him finish.
No, Sheriff equally have lawyers that defended him.
Okay.
To tell you that it's an issue of like the time there's the three blind men looking at the elephant in different directions.
Yes.
They might be right, they might be wrong. It's just an opinion. Because the bench is there, while the bar is there. It's duty of the bar to speak, and duty of the bench to do what? To address it properly. Now, and to uphold justice, because they say ignorance of the justice of the judge is a calamity to justice. Now, if election is done, like the election, the electoral act, make it very clear that if you are aggrieved, approach the court. And in which I believe all the candidates they did. And they approach the court. And the other thing that they must not do, you must not cause a violence in the system because you are aggrieved. And by approaching the DC, and I believe that even some of the parties, let me put APC for instance, equally I believe that he congratulated the governor. That shows that it's politics. You understand? We've agreed. Now, I believe that the other party will still do the same. But now, after the court, and you are still acting funny, that's why I believe that you don't know what is politics. Normally, by looking at the old looking at what is happening, Sheriff visited villages. The other guys visit their own area. But even some of the villages that Sheriff did not visit, he won them. And even the one that the Labour Party did not visit, they equally won. It's supposed the same thing. I want to tell you that one thing is that it was not a distraction, it was a process that followed the legal process as the Constitution demanded, which is the law demanded that if you are aggrieved, approach the court, go to tribunal, follow the step, and they follow them. I believe that those things cannot distract any governor that want to work. It cannot distract Sheriff. It cannot distract even though the person that, because most of them never go to the court. It's their lawyers and their followers that go to the court.
No, but Sheriff always appear in court now.
No, most of them never go to the court.
He said most of them is just speaking generally.
I'm not about
all the governors in Nigeria.
Yes, some of them don't go to the court, but their followers go there. So it is a distraction to the due process. It must be there. But normally is that as far as the election, the Supreme Court has spoken, we should sheathe our sword and work for next time and do better, be a better person. That's what I just my contribution.
All right, thank you very much. I think that has cleared the. All right, now let's look at before we go on our first break. Let's look at what is our advice to those litigants that went. Like you rightly said, the APC candidate, the OBOREVWORI, has congratulated Sheriff OBOREVWORI. Immediately, the Supreme Court body came up, congratulated him. What is your advice to him now that he has congratulated him, and the others that have not yet to congratulate him?
Now, my advice to the person of OBOREVWORI first, he has done what a Democrat should do by congratulating him. And if he have the intention of contesting again, he should look towards the next election and build his house. Not by coming with frivolous criticism and the rest. Now, like the other candidate that have not done that, they should prepare the house and do that, because that is a way to accept that, to accept a defeat. Yes, you won, you are a better person this time. You can still be the person that won the other time. Like what my brother just said. How do they call him? Buhari contested how many times? He failed. But one day he came back and became the president. So everybody has his role to contribute to the country. So we advise that everybody that we are aggrieved, now that we've moved from the Supreme Court, that this is the judgment and that thing should be followed to the latter, so that Delta State will be a better place and a place of. If you have a contribution for the growth of the state, contribute it without being malicious or without being some sentimental. This state, governor, look at this side, look at this, look at this. It will help the state to grow. Even your children are there because it's our state and everybody own it. So it's not for APC. It's not for PDP, it's not for Labour, it's not for any party, but it's for all of us. So we have to put hands together, join our hand to prepare the Kodo, as my brother just said, so that the Kodo can get to everybody. Thank you very much.
All right. So, what's the advice to the litigants?
Well, my advice to them is very simple. Yes. The process has come to an end. Yes. The next one is to congratulate him. But even though if he failed to congratulate him, the man has won. Yes. So all you need to do is to show a hand. If you have any advice to give, you can give advice to him. But the more thing you must do, the correlation will bring you closer to him. Because if you fail to correlate him, there's no need for you to advise him. Because it's like you are still angry. So let them correlate him and pray for him to succeed. And by the grace of God, he's going to do well. In fact, he's going to do more than more for us, from what we are seeing.
All right. Yeah. Comrade Jeffrey is really comrade now.
My co-panelists have said it all. In my own opinion, the time for politics is long gone. It has been concluded in the Supreme Court. Now it's the time for governance. If you have areas that you feel like the governor should pay attention to, now is the time for them to bring their suggestions, because Governor Sheriff alone cannot do it. And there's also the place for constructive criticism. If you feel like the governor or the government is not doing something well, you should give them reasons why you feel they should go in your direction. It is not a time for unnecessary propaganda here and there, try to discredit the government. What the other candidates from the other parties should do, they should try as much as possible to bring out solutions, bring out things that they feel can improve the well-being of Deltans. That's my own take on the issue.
All right, thank you very much. I think we'll go on a break. When we come back, we'll continue with our discussion. Stay with us. We'll be back.
For this House, probably working with the Senate to come up with a clear strategy on how to engage the federal government to live up to its own agreements.
We must rise to it. They are killing people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly if we cannot save this country.
Back, viewers. It's still political arena, and we're still looking at expectations from Governor Sheriff OBOREVWORI after his Supreme Court victory. Still with us in the studio, we have Comrade Francis OBOSEDJE, we have Mr. Ovomaroma Ejo, and Mr. Jeffrey Iwerebo. We're all here discussing what Deltans should expect from the governor. All right, let's first of all, before we look at expectations from him, let us first of all, because there's a saying that if you don't know where you're coming from, you may not know where you're going to. So very quickly, we want to assess the administration of Governor Sheriff OBOREVWORI in the last 7 months. I will allow Mr. Ejo to first of all start the assessment, because from the look of things, both of them are PDP members. So you are just a businessman, an investor, educationist. Yes. So you are just neutral here. Yes. You're speaking as a neutral person. So what is your assessment of this administration in the last 7 months?
Yeah, for the last 7 months, I believe that according to opinions, I will not base my judgment on opinions, because things like the road, like the 3 bridges,
yes,
like the 3 flyovers, we are awarded to Julius Berger. That's a good start, at least to show that the governor is really ready to work. And one thing I think that I would say that for the past 7 months, there have been appointment across. It's equally another thing that I think is good, but we really want to see the governor running on the street, because we want to see the project going on. But though people do complain, like I would say, because I cannot see everywhere, I will still base my judgment based on my vicinity and the area that I've approached, like the Udu local government precisely. You understand? I would say that that part has not still been viewed, and I believe that the governor, I know he has many things on the table right now, and I know that he will not ignore or forget those people, because they are equally waiting for the Ukodo to get to them.
I think you could have gotten to them.
Yes.
Because the commissioner for oil and gas.
No, the commissioner for oil and gas. Normally, it's the right of people to be. No, Normally,
I understand that that means it's getting close to
It's already there.
It's appointment, but
it's already there.
We are looking about infrastructure within.
Okay, it's to get it. I believe with that major appointment,
yes,
with a big portfolio. I believe that
because our schools,
you could get to even
because our roads in the rural communities are not
I
touched,
understand that
are not yet touched.
Okay.
Our schools, some of them are without fence.
Okay.
Our distance, so we are looking for the Ukodo to get to us.
It's there already.
So we are waiting for the Ukodo
because the commissioner for works, is very close to people.
Yes,
the south, so you must pass through. Before you get to his Ugele South, so he's a man that I know. I've worked with him before.
That he should bring the Ukodo to us.
Yes.
The Ukodo is already with you now.
Alright, but he's right. All right. Now, I want you to just okay. Let's hear from the youth first of all before I hear from the SSC to the governor on political matter. Jeffrey Werebo, what is your assessment as a youth? What is your assessment of the administration of Governor Sheriff Oborevwori in the last 7 months?
Okay, so far so good. I feel the governor has performed marvelously well, given the fact that in the first 7 months he has awarded contracts to Julius Berger for the construction of 3 flyover, road expansion and cloverleaf, which has never been done in the history of Delta State. There has never been a time where contracts were awarded to Julius Berger.
But it doesn't make the other contractors
no doubt, but everybody knows the standard that Julius Berger brings to.
I understand that, but it doesn't make the others, because to be fair to them, it doesn't make them less. We have ROCC, we have backward engineering, we have a lot of them. Backward engineering is indigenous,
but everyone knows the standard that Julius Berger has. But that's why you see the discussions about
the hype for Julius Berger.
Yes,
we begin to charge people on our station here.
And also the governor has also been wise enough to bridge the unemployment gap in the state by employing 2,000 teachers in the state. The governor has been wise enough to offset the backlog of promotion arrears that have not been paid. The governor has also given approval for the supply of equipment to the 260 healthcare centers in the state. That will go a long way to improve the health of Deltans. The governor has given approval,
which means the health center in the local government also
it will be affected as well.
It will be affected, so it will soon. Yes, because he has given approval.
Because I'm talking to health centers.
Yes, he has given approval.
Now you have finished your.
No, it's good that he's here. It's good. That's why I brought him here, to balance it up. Because when you bring party men, you need to bring somebody that is not also a party man to balance it up. It means that you people should follow up, because the governor has approved the like you said, equipment for health centers, so that when the distribution will start, we'll also bring you here to also tell us if you also benefit. We'll also bring you here to also tell us if it has gotten to your place or not, as a follow-up. That's why we are here as media, to ensure that the government policies are well publicized, are well implemented, because the governor will make approval. It's not the one that will make all the distribution and all that. True. We are here as a media to ensure that it gets to where it's supposed to get.
And also to add to it, just yesterday the governor approved the payment of bursary to Delta students in tertiary institutions. So I feel like in the last 7 months we have seen the governor's commitment to his more agenda, and we can only hope for more. Now
I need to stop you here now, because during the campaigns, the youths were really they were they formed the major part of his campaign, and they were always shouting "youth o'clock" and all that. And during the campaign, we always promised them that I will carry the youth along. I will make sure. So now, will you say that he has carried the youth along? And if the answer is yes, how?
Yes, the governor has carried the youth along in no small measure at all. A vast majority of his cabinet, the State Executive Council, they are made up of youths. The Commissioner for Health is a youth. Commissioner for Energy is a youth. Commissioner for Girl, Child and Humanitarian Affairs is a youth. Commissioner for Environment is a youth. So we have for transport, they are youth. So we have a governor that prioritizes the youth. A governor that does not only say I would carry the youth along, he has also shown the commitment to
even the oil and gas commission.
Yes, you can call him a youth. Even the governor has shown that he's really serious about carrying the youth along. A situation where you have youths in the highest decision-making room of the state, it goes to show that the governor is really serious about youth development in the state. And
so you want to score him on youth development? You score him.
If I want to score the governor on youth development, not to be too magnanimous with my mark, I'll give him 70%. It's still an A for me. Still an A for me.
All right, Comrade Obule.
Well, I think he has said it all, because like I said in my opening remark, I said when the righteous is in power, the people will rejoice. You can see the youths are all carried along. If you come to the Sopadec board, you have so many of the youths there also. Yes. As a commissioner, almost about 4, maybe 5 of them are there. They are youths. So the governor is one man that we have so much trust and respect for. And what I will say, this is what I want, and he will do it. He has performed very well. I don't think he will have anybody that will challenge him in 2027. Because, yes, I'm telling you, by the time he finishes all this project, let me also tell you, we measure Julius Berger. It's not only Julius Berger that is working. Other agencies are working. Other agencies are working. Let me tell you, as I'm talking to you now, the road leaking from Aziza Road to Oha is under construction. Because when Julius Berger will start, some people will be coming, they will be passing through that road to cut off Worry, except you are coming to Worry directly. That's the only way you can enter Worry. You pass through there, you go to Port Harcourt, Ughelli and all that. So you don't need to access Worry before going to Agba Road or going to Port Harcourt. So he has been working inside within the state without people knowing. So by the time he comes out, you will know that this man of the truth is a righteous person. Yes. So as for the Kodo, let me also tell you, you have your commissioners representing you. Yes. You meet them, tell them your problem, because everybody cannot stretch his hand to the government. You have other agencies there, NDDC is there. Meet them, try to contact them, tell them your plight, and they also.
And thank God you have the political.
Yeah.
No, thank God
we have a light about school.
So when you meet them, they will help.
Get us to here is here now. That will bring us to the cruise of the So what is the expectation?
So that's
I'm coming now. Yes. What is your expectation from the Governor Sheriff Oborevwori's administration now that the court cases are over and we say no more distraction, is not settled for governance? What is the expectation of the Udu people from the governor?
No, I'm looking both for like
as Delta.
As a Delta, that my expectation is that one of the issues that I should look at that I believe is bringing more cry is the people of the road user, which is the keke people. Okay. I believe that recently, like their fees has increased, even doubled. Okay. If you watch the road, we see they are crying. So that we're paying 300 naira. As I'm talking to you now, it's almost 500 to 600 naira. They are crying.
Up to today?
Yes, up to now. So I want to appeal to the government. Thank God is here that when you get home or get to the office, help us to talk to our governor that our people are looking towards them, are looking to him. Like issue the road users, those keke riders, those Okada riders, you know, they are just from the bottom end, so that they can reduce their fee to where they are. I know that it's a man that have a very broad heart, and they can do it for those people. And by doing that, you lessen the pain, reduce the cost of transport, and at the same time, even bring a better life to people. I know that as he's there, like we say that we have commissioner. Yes, we do people. We expect much from him. Okay. We expect much in our schools. We expect much in our health centers. We expect much in terms of our light. We expect much in terms of our rural community development and even our agri farms. You understand? Those are expectations we expect. I know that now that Supreme Court is over, politics is over, and it's coming to work, it should remember us.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes. I think I will allow. Okay, let me allow the youth also. Yes. What youth? What are you expecting from him?
We expect the governor to.
Oh, he's called him 70%. Yes. 30% left.
Yes. We expect the governor to continue with more projects. The governor has already promised that he's going to turn Delta State to a construction site. We expect more of that. And for this year alone, Delta State government has budgeted 150 billion for road and bridge constructions. We know that economy will thrive if there is the needed infrastructure for the economy to thrive. Yes. So if the governor will put these things in place that he has promised, which I know he will do, because he has proven over time that he's not a man of perfidy. He's not a man that will promise you something and will do something else different from what he has promised. So I believe that this year we are going to see more of projects, more of the good work that he has started. We are going to see a continuation of it. That is my expectation of the government for the year.
Comrade Francis Obule. your expectation?
Well, my expectation is, people are already seeing it now. I don't need to begin to preach. All I want is that pray for him. Pray for him. Let the price of oil go up, because when more money comes, we'll now have more expenses to do. When there's no money, you begin to hear no money, no money. But by the grace of God, when we have more oil, we'll have more money. And let them be peace in our various communities.
Yes.
We should not break pipe. We should not do anything that will make the government, waste more effort of looking for how to solve the problem. So we should pray for the governor to succeed. Right, and I believe, like I said earlier, Sherry is going to do more than more. As for your Udu area, it will be carried along. Right. All part of Delta State. Yes. Whether you are a PDP, whether you are APC, as far as you are a human being in Delta State, you'll be carried along.
You will get a share.
You will get to share.
All right, now your last word, sir, your closing word, sir.
Yes, my closing word is that I believe that our governor should know that we do people, we are not opposition. We are Deltans, and we love a credible leadership. And I believe that the way that is going, we should be remembered in his policy, that the more agenda should be more of the do. Because I'm only that ask for more. Because I know that our people, we are ready to work for him and work with him. And I believe that by doing that, Nigeria Delta will be a better place.
Thank you very much.
And you should try to concentrate on even the micro and the medium scale enterprise, so that there will be more jobs and more food for people to eat. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I think the governor is very much in a victory.
Yes.
From what he said after the Supreme Court judgment. He called all of them together, said let's work together.
Yes.
So he will carry everyone along.
Yes.
Comrade Jeffrey, your last one.
My last words, the governor should continue with the good work that he's doing. Deltas are proud of him. We are very much happy with his administration. He should continue to do more, and we pray for him and his family that divine protection will be upon them.
All right, thank you very much. I think that's all we can take on this program today. Special thanks to Comrade Francis Obule JP, who is our senior special assistant to the governor on political matters, and also Mr. Ovomaroma Ejo, who is the director of Salt Lake International School, JEU, is also a community leader. So when you hear him talk about his local government, because he's a community leader also. So thank you very much for caring for your people. We hope to see more of you in our program.
Amen.
Yes, you have been able to balance it up.
Yes, so
thank
you for having us.
Having you.
Yeah.
And also, special thanks to Mr. Jeffrey Werribo, who is a political scientist. I'll add that he's also a PDP member. Because he has spoken like a PDP member. All right, thank you very much. So thanks to my producer.
Thank you. God bless John Glover.
And also,
God bless Delta State and our governor again.
Alright, it's goodbye from us. See you same time on Monday for another edition. Thank you very much. It's good.